Gasoline is too damn high. Yes, it is. Representative Darrell Issa released a scathing report accusing the president of helping to drive up gas prices. The alarming report is called Rising Energy Costs, an Intentional Result of Government Action. Representative Jeff Landry of Louisiana, welcome back to Follow the Money, sir. Representative Issa's report points out that as gas prices go higher, consumers will be forced to turn to green vehicles. Do you agree with his assessment, sir?
Well, look, I can tell you, they're going to be forced to turn to something. They won't be able to afford to fill up their cars. You know, it's ridiculous. The administration, they just fail to understand that, you know, energy and economic activity are one and the same. They cannot exist without the other. And we need to keep this economy rolling. We need affordable energy.
All right, Representative, I've been very, very critical of Secretary of Energy Stephen Chu. He's an experimental physicist with a green agenda dating back to his days at Cal Berkeley. Do you agree with my skepticism, my criticism, and should he be replaced?
I don't agree. I support your criticism. Yes, he should. I mean, look, in the Department of Energy, we spent, since the inception of the Department of Energy, over $1 trillion of taxpayer money to an agency that is supposed to reduce our dependency on foreign oil, and instead we've just gotten an increase in the dependency on foreign oil. I mean, look, in the business atmosphere that I left to come to Congress, that would have been certainly grounds to be fired. All right,
Representative, you especially right there in Louisiana are affected by the energy, the oil job market. If there were more drilling permits, if the administration were more friendly to drilling and other forms of exploration, how many jobs do you think it would create in your state?
Oh, well, first of all, it certainly would save jobs. I've got people that are losing their jobs right now, not only taking into account the amount of jobs that it would create tens of thousands of jobs in creating jobs and also giving Americans affordable energy, the ability to go back and forth to their job without having to choose between food and fuel.
Recently, the Senate failed to act on the offshore production the Offshore Production Act, where it would implement more drilling. How would that affect your constituents and your job market there, sir?
Look, I was outraged that the Senate didn't pass the trifecta of bills that we had passed in the House. Instead, what they did was they took up our bills and then inserted liberal language that they would basically neuter the bill. And if they would have taken up those bills and passed them, we could have gotten the Gulf of Mexico back up and rolling, which I might add, Eric, is the best strategic petroleum reserve we have in this country, is the Gulf of Mexico. It's where we should be putting the bit.
But I thought they were doing that, Representative. I thought Obama said, you know, we're going to go ahead and re-permit the permits that we permitted before, but then we put a moratorium on, but we thought they were coming back online. Are you telling me they're still not permitting drilling?
They are continuing to drag their feet. Look, they drag their feet on all of the permitting process. Since when does their actions match their rhetoric? That's why it's so important that we pass these bills to hold their feet to the fire. I mean, look, as soon as those bills came out of the House, all of a sudden the president decided that he wanted to go back to being pro-oil.
And just tell us, give us a sense of what's going on in the area since the BP spill, the BP accident. Are things cleaned up? Have things returned to normal?
We're getting there. Look, we certainly, in Louisiana, we're ensuring that we hold BP accountable for the mistake that was made out in the Gulf of Mexico. But at the same time, people in Louisiana are losing their jobs. We can't even get P&A permitting, which is the permitting activity that helps clean up plug and abandon oil wells when the oil companies are finished with them and want to move on to the next one. This administration will not permit anything in the Gulf of Mexico.
All right, the permit slowdown, they call it, I guess. Representative Landry, thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric.